Welcome back to the channel and happy Friday. Today we're going to try out a couple accessories for the 86 that will hopefully make my daily driving just a little bit better. One of these items I found on another YouTube channel and the other was suggested in the comments by one of you in my previous video of things I like and don't like about the car overall. If they both work out well together, then I'm going to be really excited. If one or the other works, then that's a win as well. Before we get started, I bought both of these with my hard-earned money. Neither one is a sponsor, but I will put links in the description below in case you want to buy them on your own. The goal here, and as we start to add mods and other accessories to the car, is going to be threefold. First, does it work and how well does it work? Second, is it worth the cost to buy it? And third, am I going to keep it on the car? I feel like that's kind of the ultimate decision maker of whether it's worth it to get or not. So the first item I have is OneCarStereo's AI box Lite. What it's supposed to do is change your car from being wired CarPlay or Android Auto to wireless. Basically, you just plug this into the USB and it should work. This one costs anywhere between $150 and $200. On the website itself, it's $160 right now. I think you can get it on Amazon for $150. The next item is from ProClip. This is the center mount for the dash. They make them specifically for any individual car if you go on the website. And then this is the phone holder. I'm gonna put those in. I obviously have not opened these, so I'm not sure how well this is gonna work, but I'm excited to get into the car, try them out, and see if it's worth it. Let's go all in. So typically what I'll do when I get in the car is plug it in. So I've got my maps and everything ready to go. Android Auto, excuse me. Android Auto will connect, hit the button, super simple. If all I wanted was music and phone calls, don't even need to plug it in. It's more for maps. It's 100% what I'm using it for. Now, the problem comes, and as I said, I mentioned this in another video, it's really nitpicking. I mean, it's not that hard to throw the phone here. It's not too hard to throw it here. Wired, we're kind of messing with this mechanism a little bit. The phone itself, like, it'll fit down here, it'll fit here, and it'll still close, but it just, I don't know. It's not great. Sometimes I'll set it here if I'm gonna need to get to it right away. But generally, I'll just throw it on the seat next to me. What I would like to do is have a dedicated spot for my phone that I can still use this if I need it, and definitely still use it as an armrest most of the time. So, what we're gonna do, and I've already got this set up, so essentially right now, all I'm gonna have to do is plug this in, throw it in there. If I keep it, I'm going to find a nice spot for it so I can still use it as cup holders if needed. So it comes in as Android. It does take a second to fire up, which isn't a big deal. I'm usually on the run, so it does take a little longer. Now, I've got 4 options here. I can actually watch Netflix. You can watch YouTube. Obviously, you don't want to do either of those while you're driving. But for now, we'll just hit Android Auto. And like I said, they've got different options. The higher models are going to have more options for sure. This one is the Lite. It's pretty basic, but it does what you need it to do. So right now, I've got everything I need with my Android Auto. I don't have to plug my phone in, so I'm happy. That brings us to our second item. So we're going to start with this side, which is the part that goes on the car. The reason I want my phone mounted somewhere is for 2 reasons. The first one is a little less important, but I'm a bit old school when it comes to my cars. I've not had a car before that has controls on the steering wheel. Even answering here is kind of not second nature. I tend to just swipe with my phone or hit to start a call, and then otherwise I don't worry about it. More importantly is on track days, I want to have somewhere to put the phone where as I'm using my timing app that I can also record video that's connected to it. If you want to go back and look at my high performance driving experience, you probably can't tell that I had to match the video up with the telemetry, but it took a lot of time that was unnecessary. So I want to get the ProClip up here and hopefully it works. The first one, ProClip center mount, is specific to the car, so it should fit perfectly. This was $40, and then the phone mount itself was $40, so you're looking at $80 all in. So it does look like this is kind of a semi-permanent solution. For the moment, because I don't know if I want to keep it here, I'm not going to use the tape. I'm just going to get it in, and then we'll worry about taping it later. Okay. So we got it, even though it was a little tougher than I expected. But I mean, it's in there pretty strong. It's not gonna move. All right, so I got myself a little screwdriver. The next piece is to make sure the phone fits nicely. Open it up, close it as much as you want. Test it to make sure your phone fits. Mine's a little wide right now, so I'm gonna open these up. Slide my phone in. Carefully remove the phone. Tighten the screws. The next step after that is getting this part onto the mount. So they say you just unscrew this center screw and then mount where you want. I'm going to put mine at the bottom. So I have 4 tiny screws. We're just going to take one at a time. That feels nice and snug now. And then put this mount. Now my biggest concern is going to be whether it moves on the road, but that feels pretty good. So the only way to know if this is going to work is if we get out and go for a spin. The car just dropped the idle RPMs about the time this started. So the phone slides in nice and easily. Not sure why it's recording sideways. But at least it's getting my data in. So the good thing is the phone doesn't move around a lot. So it's review time, and let's start with the AI box Lite. Honestly, I think it works really well. I haven't played around with the YouTube, Netflix features too much, but I don't imagine using those too often anyway. So for the first category, I think it works really well. For the price, I mean, 150 bucks is not nothing, but it's not a lot to give you that freedom. So I would say it's definitely worth the price. And am I going to keep using it in the car? Yes. I need to figure out a good way to kind of attach it or mount it so that I can still have some use of this besides just my elbow. Let's get into the ProClip. First, does it work? Yes, it works. It's very sturdy. It works really well. I think overall it's a pretty good product. Is it worth the price? Yes, 40 bucks for the clip itself and then $40 for the phone mount. I like that it's separate because you might get a new phone before you get a new car, probably. You might get a new case, and so you're going to want that to be able to adjust to the size of your phone. Am I going to keep it in the car? This one I'm going to test out. I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm not a no. I do like that it's just slide in and out once you get the phone there. With the phone not there, it's kind of big and bulky. I wish you were able to just keep this there, but I understand why. And I'll have to come back to you guys on whether I keep it in the car or not, but I will keep it for now. I'll definitely use it for track days. I wish that there was a way to put it here so it was completely out of the way. Here it's not only in the middle of my view, but it's also in the middle of my recording. So there you have it. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching the video. If you like it, you know what to do, and we'll see you in the next one.